story was going, because I thought we were.
But we
Quick
have
su-
CDs and,
All right, oh yeah. A quick summary, we met and fell in love in Gloucester. He was a lifelong Cape Ann resident, and my parents were from New York City, and I had this long-time dream of going and living in New York City and working there for a year. And I said to Tony, I want to go to New York, do you want to go with me?
and I said, like a fool,
Whither thou goest.
I shall go.
And so he went from a town, someone who grew up in a town of 8,000 moved to a city of 8 million.
Culture shock, big time.
What we did, we were only gonna go for a year, but what we didn't expect that we would both find our dream jobs. I found a job working as a staff writer at Columbia University, and he found a job as a security supervisor at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. And so it's 5 years, and we are living outside the city, but we haven't come back yet.
And the Intrepid is a former aircraft carrier that fought in the Second World War against the Japanese in the South Pacific, and also fought in the Vietnam War. And in between, during the Korean War, it was being refitted to carry jets. It was actually in dry dock in Brooklyn, in the Naval Yard, having the flight deck widened. They enclosed the parts of the bridge and part of the forward end of the ship, what they call a hurricane bow. And they enclosed it. And it also recovered 2 NASA space missions. It recovered a Mercury mission and a Gemini mission in the Atlantic Ocean, which was really quite a feat, especially, back in the day when they re-entered the atmosphere and they landed, if you got within 50 miles, you were doing okay.
Can I could conclude this part. Okay, so now Tony doesn't work there anymore, but he volunteers there 1 day a week as a tour guide. So if you hit it on the right day, you can have Tony give you the whole tour if you go down and visit. But let's start some music.
Okay.
Are we ready to go with the
Yes,
music?
we are.
Okay, here we go.
How we doing? We
We're
doing
the
good?
Dory Mates.